What's up guys, this is Ultimate iDevice Vids, and today in this video we're going to be doing a charging speed test between the Apple iPhone 13 and the Samsung Galaxy S22. And to charge the iPhone 13, we're going to be using an official 20 watt Apple charging brick in combination with an official Apple USB-C to Lightning cable. And for the Galaxy S22, we're going to be using an official Samsung 25 watt super fast charging brick in combination with an official USB-C to USB-C Samsung cable. The one we're using in this video came in the box with the Galaxy S22. And a few things before we get started. Both devices have decently new batteries installed. As you can see in the battery settings for the iPhone, it is showing at 100% capacity. And of course, the Galaxy S22 is straight out of the box, brand new device, so you know it has a new battery installed. Also, the Galaxy S22 does have the super fast charging option enabled, as it is enabled by default straight out of the box on the Galaxy S22. So as a result of this, of course, most users of this device will be charging their devices with this option enabled, so that's why we're going to keep it enabled. Also, optimized battery charging on the iPhone is disabled just to make sure this test is as fair as possible. I recommend that you keep optimized battery charging enabled. I just have it turned off for this video, again, to make things as fair as possible. And these two wattages, 20 watts for the iPhone 13 and 25 watts for the Galaxy S22, are the maximum charging wattages for these two devices respectively. And alright, with both devices completely drained and connected to the very same power strip, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the power strip, which will start charging both of the devices at the same time. And since iPhones automatically boot up after a little bit of being plugged in when dead, and Galaxies don't do that, as soon as the iPhone starts booting up, I'm also going to turn on the Galaxy at the same time to keep things as fair as possible. So you can see there when the iPhone started to boot up, I turned on the Galaxy as well. So once the iPhone does come on, it's at 2%, and a few seconds later when the Galaxy S22 boots up, it's also at 2%, and then it changes to 3 right before we put it back to sleep. And alright, with both devices on and charging, we're just going to keep them asleep and check in every 10 minutes on the battery percentages on both of these. And once one of these phones crosses the 90% mark, we'll start checking in at 5-minute increments instead. And for the first few check-ins, so for the first, 10, 20 minutes, you can see there the percentages on these two devices are very comparable. But as the test continues here and time goes on, the Galaxy S22 just keeps moving farther and farther in the lead over the iPhone 13. Especially just as more time passes in this test, you can see the Galaxy S22 is just blazing through the charging process. And this is most likely because of that super fast charging capability that the Galaxy S22 has. So without a doubt, if you just need to get your phone charged in a pinch as fast as possible, you can see the Galaxy is definitely winning in regards to that. Now, this being said, while having the ability to charge your phone super fast like this is very convenient, the downside is it does harm the longevity of your battery health over time. And this is probably the reason that the iPhone 13 doesn't feature a super fast charging mode like the Galaxy S22 does. And midway through, the timer phone that I was using randomly froze up and crashed. This is the first time this has ever happened in any of my test videos, so when editing this, I put in a digital timer to pick up right where the phone left off, so no worries. The check-ins from here on out are a few seconds off as a result of this, so apologies for that. But anyways, charging speed is something that only really matters depending on when you charge your phone, and how often you find yourself needing to get your phone charged in a quick amount of time. Personally, I charge my phone at night, so it doesn't really matter for me as long as it's charged by the time I wake up, which is a pretty, low bar to set. I have no problem with charging speed whatsoever. It's not even a factor to me. That's the reason I actually use a tiny 5-watt charging brick to charge my iPhone overnight, just because, again, it doesn't really matter how fast it takes, and the lower the wattage you're using, the better it is for the longevity of the battery health of your device. And let me know down below in the comments section which type of charging brick you use. I'm curious to hear from you guys. But anyways, as you can see here, the iPhone with each 5-minute check-in is just gaining a few percentage points. And once again, the closer we get to that 100% mark, you could see sometimes it hangs at the same percentage for, a while. You can see it actually stays at 98% for 3 5-minute check-ins in a row, just because, again, we're getting closer and closer to being 100% charged on the iPhone 13. But finally, at 2 hours and 5 minutes into the test, the iPhone 13 is completely 100% charged. So there you guys have it. Going from a completely drained percentage just of 0% all the way up to 100 on the Galaxy S22 in comparison to the iPhone 13, there's about, give or take a little bit, a 1 hour difference using the respective chargers that we used in this video. And of course, as always, you should definitely keep in mind that there's a variety of varying factors that contribute to how fast your device is going to charge. Of course, the age of the battery in your device, and also if you use your device while it's charging, of course, the charging speed could definitely be slower. Definitely a pretty big difference, and I can't really say I'm that surprised. Samsung devices are notoriously known for being able to be charged much quicker than iPhones, but the opposite side of that is when you're not super fast charging your device, the longevity of the battery health in your device is probably going to be better. So it's kind of a trade-off either way. It's also worth noting that these numbers aren't accurate to the minute, of course, because we're checking in at, towards the end of the test, 5-minute increments. There's bound to be just 1 or 2 minutes off for each. And as I said earlier, let me know down below in the comments section what type of charging solution you guys use. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.